Aaron.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say it the first time I said Aaron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Aaron is right here, everyone. Thank you for joining me for a little bit more SPTV, where every day's a great day not to be in a cult. By the way, all the every day is a great day not to be in a cult merch that you guys have been asking me for like a year now is finally live in the merch store. So if you want to check that out, please feel free. Guys, you know who done messed up? Scientology done messed up again. Scientology has come face to face with the TikTok army, and Scientology is losing big time. I want to share another one of these TikTok accounts with you guys called Chris Without a Hellcat. I feel like there's got to be a story behind that screen name. I'm not sure if Chris also has a YouTube channel, but if anyone does know, and if anyone can send me that link, I will add that link to the description and to the pinned comment afterwards. I'm going to share with you some clips from some videos that were done this last New Year's Eve. Well, you know, like 3 days ago, Scientology had its New Year's Eve event in Los Angeles on L. Ron Hubbard Way. And it is a mistake when the world knows exactly when and where a large, relatively large, there's not that many Scientologists in LA, but a large gathering of Scientologists are going to be, exactly when and exactly where. And Chris very politely asked a whole lot of Scientologists what their thoughts were about Danny Masterson and his conviction of drugging and violently attacking a number of fellow Scientologist women. And this is some incredible stuff. This is the kind of stuff Scientology, one, is very afraid of, needs to be very afraid of, and has no idea what to do about it. Okay, so let me see the best way to do this. I think as soon as I go back on this, the audio should play. Let me know, guys, if you can hear the audio. Okay.
What are your thoughts on the Masterson case? Hello. Unjust? It was the biggest benefit for your life. No? Nothing?
Can't say anything.
Can't say nothing? They have you signed an NDA or you can't even talk if you have an NDA, huh? Masterson case. Was it an unjust trial? What's on the Masterson case, sir? What are your thoughts on the Masterson case? And the reports of child labor. What are your thoughts on the Masterson case, sir? Any comment? No comment? What are your thoughts on the Masterson case? No comment. Sir, any thoughts on the Masterson case? Was it an unjust trial? No comment? I see a little tipsy or not yet? All right. What are your thoughts on the Masterson case? Was it an unjust trial? Thoughts on the Masterson case, sir? Should they appeal it? Should he be freed for what he did? What are your thoughts on the Masterson case? Your dog's a member of the church? Are you a member of the church or no?
Yeah, me too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're both.
Oh, nice. And you said that Masterson was brainwashed? Is that what you said, or?
Sorry, you don't need to know.
Oh, come on. Come on. They're trying to hide the truth. You know, you create your own reactive mind, as they say. So that being said, what are your thoughts on the Masterson case? Cute dog. Is a pug on the Masterson case? Excuse me, sir. What are your thoughts on the Masterson case or Operation Snow White in the 1970s? Tasty food. What are your thoughts on the Masterson case, sir? Are you a member of the church? Comment on the Masterson case. Any comment on the Masterson case, miss? And what he did to the 3 women? Were they lying? We got some. Excuse me, miss. Any comment on the Masterson case, guys? I think those 3 girls in the Masterson case were.
Guys, look, that is Jennifer Bubke. That her name used to be Jennifer Repetto. Louis Repetto, if you are in the live chat, you guys might know him in the live chat on SPTV as Lou Ray. That is Louis's ex-wife. I can't even believe that she's still there.
In case we're lying, or I don't know, because Danny seems like a cool guy. Yeah. Hey, miss, any comment on the Danny Masterson case or Operation Snow White in the 1970s? Any thoughts on the Masterson case, sir? What are your thoughts on the Danny Masterson case, miss? And what he did to those 3 women? Doesn't that uncomfort you in the church, knowing that what the church covered it up for 20 years? And to the young kid, it's a cult, bro. Don't fall for it.
Okay, there's more that I want to share with you on this. Some of you, if you saw the video I did about an hour ago with Liz Gale, and I've said this a couple other times, when aside from the fact that a lot of us former Scientologists have pretty sizable YouTube channels, you might wonder, well, why aren't there any current Scientologists talking about allowed to talk about Scientology, put out there by Scientology to at least have the opportunity of generating a sizable audience of their own, where they could get out the so-called quote unquote truth about Scientology. Liz and I were just talking about this an hour or two ago, because one thing that Scientology could theoretically do to try to steal back some of their PR is to put actual members out there and allow them to just discuss the subject honestly without being afraid of getting into all the confidential stuff and not having to stick to the talking points. And Liz and I talked about whether that would actually be possible. And we agreed that it simply wouldn't be possible. Scientologists are simply not allowed to speak freely and speak their mind freely and engage honestly with critical questions. What you've just seen there is evidence of that. You had a Scientologist who was perfectly willing to chat with this with Chris, and the Scientologist security guard came along and kindly let her know she was not allowed to do that. That is why you're not going to see an actual Scientologist going on a podcast like Lex Friedman or Joe Rogan talking about Scientology. It's only going to be former Scientologists, because current Scientologists aren't allowed to. Okay, I'm going to show you the next one. There's actually 4 of these videos total that I want to share with you. The next one is, if I can get this right, this one here. Here we go.
Miss, are you a member of the Sea Organization? What are your thoughts on the Danny Masterson case, miss? What are your thoughts on the Danny Masterson case? I know your thoughts on the Danny Masterson case.
I don't know who's that.
Do you think it was an unjust trial?
I don't know who's that.
Hablas español? You said don't speak. Told that guy I was an SP. Can you elaborate on what that means?
Guys, that is Roy Rodriguez. I was in the Sea Org with him and his son Sebastian. His son Sebastian is out of the Sea Org. I'm friends with his son Sebastian. We were tight in the Sea Org. He's a great guy. Roy, guys, he has been riding that bike for 30 years now. He's getting to be an old man. He's in security, and he's been a bike security guard, and he's still there, even though his only son is out of the Sea Org. If Roy left the Sea Org, he could live a real life in the real world and have family, and he's still stuck there riding that damn bike. It is so sad.
Thoughts on the Danny Masterson case, if you don't.
Oh, you guys missed it, or maybe I missed it. I'm gonna Roy, that guy who was talking Spanish. Roy walked by him and said he's an SP. Let's check that out.
Hablas español? You said don't speak. Told that guy I was an SP. Can you elaborate on what that means? Thoughts on the Danny Masterson case, if you don't mind me asking.
I don't know the case.
Oh, from that 70s show.
Oh, I don't
Really?
ever watch TV.
Oh, yeah. Because he was a member of the church, and you know what he did to the 3 women. I can't say it out
I
loud.
know there's accusations. I don't
Yeah.
know anything about it.
But he got 30 years to life. Do you think that's an unjust trial and
I
that
don't know
the
if
church
it's
should
guilty
appeal
or
it?
not. I don't
Yeah?
know. I don't care.
All right, no comment. What about, no? What's your guys' thoughts on the Danny Masterson case, if you don't mind me asking? Do you think it was an unjust
Kind
trial?
of a little uncomfortable, but didn't I not do that?
Was it an unjust trial? You as a female, what are your thoughts on the Masterson case? Do you think that was an unjust trial and he's innocent, or what do you think? No comment? Dang it. All right. Excuse me, what are your thoughts on the Danny Masterson case, sir? You kind of look like a prodigy of David Miscavige. You know, I could see you rising the ranks. What's in the Danny Masterson case? Do you think he was kind of getting a little too touchy, or is that what you guys do? What's on the Danny Masterson case?
Wow.
So what's your thoughts on the Danny Masterson case and what happened to those 3 women? Now, what are your thoughts on the Danny Masterson case? You think what he did was out of pocket, or was he chill? Thoughts on the Danny Masterson case?
Guys, this is how you know you're in a cult. Everybody has been instructed not to make eye contact and not to respond in any way, shape, or form.
And what he did to the 3 women, do you guys think that was an unjust trial? Should it be appealed? Is Danny Masterson an innocent member? I mean, what are you guys' thoughts on the Danny Masterson case? Was that an unjust trial? Should it be appealed? Should Masterson be freed, or should he serve his sentence of 30 years to life? What are your thoughts on the Sea organization? Are they good?
Guys, notice how that e-meter case is strapped to that woman's right wrist. That means that e-meter case has some of the confidential OT materials in it, and it is locked. The case itself is locked, and it is physically attached to her body.
Are they good? Are they good people? Nice. What about the what's it called? The allegations of coerced abortion. What are your thoughts on those? Never heard of it? Okay, nice. Never heard of it. I guess it must not be happening. Hey, miss, what are your thoughts on the Danny Masterson case? Sir, what's your thoughts on the Danny Masterson case, sir? Oh, he's in a rush. Miss, what are your thoughts on the Danny Masterson case? What are your thoughts on the Masterson case, guys? Was it an unjust trial? Should he be freed? What are your thoughts on the Masterson case? Was it an unjust trial? Should he be freed? What's on the Masterson case? What are your thoughts on the coerced abortions in the Sea Org?
Wow. I think videos like this are incredibly effective. Now, I guess we might have to define effective. Like, okay, are these interactions actually causing these Scientologists to consider leaving Scientology? Probably not. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Planting little seeds in their minds. Lord only knows how much information these people even have about the Danny Masterson case. There's a good chance some of these people don't know anything about the Danny Masterson case. That might be like, how's that possible? Scientologists self-police themselves when it comes to searching for anything online about Scientology that's negative, reading anything online. If an ethics officer had even so much as told a Scientologist, let's say a Scientologist showed up to take their next course or the next auditing action, and they had to get a metered interview from the ethics officer on the e-meter. And there were questions such as, have you read anything online about Danny Masterson, or what do you know about Danny Masterson? And let's say the person is like, oh, I know nothing. Even the fact that they were asked about it would cause them to, in the future, if they saw any headlines about Danny Masterson, to not read it. Because the next time they have one of those interviews, they will have to confess having read it. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of people do know what happened with Danny Masterson in the Scientology bubble. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if a large number of them actually don't. And so politely asking questions like this in a way that can possibly plant some seeds for the future, I just think it's a productive thing to do personally. Okay, the last two is the same woman. He actually finds a woman willing to talk to him, and she talks to him for a little too long, and the security guard comes and takes her away. And then he goes back the next day and runs into her again. You guys have got to see this. Okay, this is the right one. And we'll go full screen. And here we go.
Excuse me, miss, how long have you been in Scientology?
I've been in Scientology a long time.
Wow.
Where are you from?
I'm a journalist doing some research on Scientology.
It's wonderful. I'm
Yeah?
telling you, it's wonderful. It's more wonderful now.
Really? Than
Because
before?
I was in there 30 years ago.
Wow.
I went and lived in the woods in Oregon.
No way.
And I came back, and everything is better. It's
Really?
like it's another universe
Wow.
of Scientology. It is fun.
Yeah.
And they're really, really
Great
sweet
people.
and nice as you learn and
Yeah.
get better. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
This is from me. You talk to them. Usually I'm shy.
Yeah?
I didn't go
Really?
and talk because you seem like a nice
Oh,
guy.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. What's your name?
My name's Jean.
Gene, nice to meet you. My name is Chris. So you said, yeah.
Guys, Gene from Oregon. I need to know in the live chat or in the comments section who this person actually is. Gene from Oregon. And you can tell she saw out of the corner of her eye a security guard start to walk up and make her question whether she was in trouble for doing what she's doing right here. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, that's the new thing. That's the new thing here. Let's do it again.
See, I'm
It's a fist
old.
bump.
See, I'm old, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
It was different back in the day?
I was smarter and younger.
Really?
But now it's like
She said I was smarter and younger. So now that she's dumber and older, she came back to Scientology.
It's a whole new world.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
People need this guy over here. They just had a concert
No way.
that was worthy of being taken on the road.
Yeah.
I mean, it was top level music. I went to music for 5 years.
Wow.
And this concert was awesome.
Was it like rock or?
They had like 4 different singers.
Yeah.
One was like a South American top high grade rock old singer from South.
Nice. Like Leonard Skinner style or?
This guy was like saying Mexican songs.
No way.
No, like the top stars in Mexico where they are. But their drum beat will make you crazy.
Really?
Their drum beat alone.
And they had a concert in here?
Yeah.
That's
for
crazy.
10 minutes. It was awesome.
Guys, this is how TikTok works. He's live streaming. The viewers who are watching his live stream can, pay like $1 or whatever to put these images, superimpose these images over the person. Chris himself cannot control that. That's the viewers doing that.
Wow. Was it free or
what?
Like you guys, any member of Scientology can listen?
just went in there.
Wow.
And these drums, their drums are like,
nice.
And
they were all Mexican drummers?
No. There's some of everybody.
Nice.
And then they had a girl with blonde hair and a red outfit.
Wow.
And she sang. And then they had a black guy who was singing awesomely.
We got the Mexicans and the whites and the blacks. It was amazing.
But I'm telling you.
Nice.
But the thing is, the backup band was so good.
Nice.
I'm not making this up.
They didn't have stuff like that in Oregon, or because you said you're from Oregon?
I'm very critical.
Yeah.
I'm a classical music
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Am I talking too much? No, you're not. She's going to help me.
All right. Yeah. Well, you have a great day. So what was it like in the Oregon, like when you were back in Oregon?
You're in a cult when you have to ask the security guard if you've been talking too much. But here, Jennifer's going to make an appearance here soon.
Like you said, it was way different. Scientology.
In the woods of Oregon.
In the woods of Oregon.
There were owls and things.
Wow. By Portland or by what part? By Eugene, Oregon?
I've never opened myself.
Look at Jennifer, man, helping her cross the street. What a great girl, Jennifer.
I have to know how Chris learned Jennifer's name. Okay, so the next video is Chris going back the next day and just happens to run into Gene again. Okay, so let's see. Here it is. And we'll go full screen. And here we go.
Remember me from yesterday? How are you? It's so good to see you. Gene, right? From Oregon?
Oh, I'm not talking to you.
You can't talk to me anymore? What about the concert from yesterday?
It was awesome.
Really?
Really, truly, totally top.
Nice. I remember you said you liked the drums.
They were awesome.
Nice.
So you're going to kill me, Jim.
You said James, right? That's his name?
Guys, the security guards are literally standing guard, making sure Scientologists don't talk. It's incredible.
What?
His name is James?
His name is
James. That's right.
Nobody.
And she just can't help herself.
Nobody knows.
Nobody McGregor.
Yeah. I hope you're a good guy.
Yeah, you too. Stay safe. Sorry to bother.
Sorry, I'm on the phone.
Do you know what this place is?
I'm on the phone.
You're a Scientologist, huh?
Right, but I'm on the phone.
Oh, really? Any comment on where Shelley Miscavige is last seen in 2007?
I don't know anything.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the Danny Masterson case, sir? I mean, one last question,
So if you sort the column, you may be able to see dates differently.
And I see you have a Scientology bracelet on, so I want to see if you had anything to say.
Oh, wow. He said, you're not talking to him, right? Wow. Hey, for you guys out there like Chris and William and Jessica, just so you know, if it's a silver Scientology bracelet, that's a clear bracelet. If it's a gold Scientology bracelet, that's an OT bracelet. And then there's a special gold colored OT8 bracelet that it doesn't have the Scientology symbol on it. It has the OT symbol. So just know that if you catch someone with a gold Scientology bracelet, you can hit them with that special knowledge. You can ask them what OT level they are. You can comment, I see your nice OT bracelet there. What OT level are you? Also, if you see someone outside that particular organization on L. Ron Hubbard Way, the highest OT level those guys can deliver is OT 5. You can only do OT 6 and 7 at Flag in Clearwater, Florida, and you can only do OT 8 on the ship. So, just know. So if they're at that organization, they're not likely to be higher than OT 5. This is incredible stuff, guys. The TikTok, I want to call them the TikTok army, the TikTok Scientology guys. I don't know what should I call them? The TikTok SPTV crew. I don't want to, SPTV is something you have to self-identify as. You can't call someone SPTV unless they want to be called SPTV. So anyway, I hope they do want to be called SPTV, because as far as I'm concerned, that's exactly who they are. These guys are doing amazing work. And I want to try to highlight as many of these channels as possible. I know more and more of them are popping up out there with William Good and Jessica Palma-Dessa, and Chris is a name that I keep hearing. So guys, any other of these channels that you think I should highlight, go through some of their videos, share them with you, message them to me, email me links to the channels, please, at growingupinscientology@gmail.com. All right, let's see. What do we have here? Joylene Harris says, I'm a PO. Oh, a parole officer, and emailed answering questions on parole. Oh, thank you, Joylene. I got so many emails on this subject. If I haven't gotten back to you, I apologize. I can't even promise you that I'm going to go back through all my emails, but if you want to bump it to the top and resend it to me, please do. And I'll do my best to respond. I really, really appreciate that. Ken's channel says there are three sorry guys. There's 3 Scientologists that regularly answer Scientology questions on Quora: Roger Clark, Art Coliani, and Mark DeCourcey as Hoffman's Lens. The answers are typical, and they all turn off comments. Jeff Hawkins pokes them with me. Interesting. Of course, to me, it makes sense that those 3, well, first of all, we all know they're working for the Office of Special Affairs, or they wouldn't be allowed to be putting stuff online about Scientology. And that, of course, they're only allowed to respond in a written format. So they can completely, the responses are entirely predetermined and properly edited and everything. And they're not having to be confronted with anything that Scientology doesn't want them to know about. I'll tell you what, guys, the questions like this about Danny Masterson, to me, in my opinion, so much more effective with current Scientologists than even something like Shelley Miscavige. Believe it or not, most Scientologists have no idea who Shelley Miscavige is. They have no idea. They've never heard of her. They've never seen her. They have no idea who David Miscavige is married to. And although it is fun to troll David Miscavige for the fact that his wife hasn't been really seen in public since, I don't know, 2007 or something. I always forget the date, 2005, 2006. It's fun to troll him. I know it doesn't do a damn thing for Scientologists. That's all I'm saying. But the Danny Masterson thing, yeah. The Danny Masterson thing, in my opinion, is very, very effective. All right, guys, that's all I got on this. Much more to come. At least 2 more videos. I'm going to do a chat with Natalie Webster. I'm going to do a chat with Jason Horvatic. So stay tuned, guys. Hit that like button. Guys, if you're watching right now, do me a favor. I know it's the end of the video. Please hit that like button. It actually does help. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks to everyone who watches until the very end. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not,